This time on Road and Race, the essential tricks and tips on how to be a faster driver. As you may know, my friend Gary is much faster around Bedford Autodrome than me. He's able to do a 3 minutes 2 seconds, whilst I can only muster a 3 minutes 22 seconds. Why is this? Well, this can't continue, so I've got in some help. Meet James Heffernan, former Formula Renault and F3 Cup driver, who'll be showing me the essential tricks and tips to being fast. So on to James's first tip, the 3 types of corner. Before we even got in the car, James sat me down and explained that there are basically 3 types of corner, and each has a different technique. The first type is like bank, which is slow in and fast out. This corner is all about exiting as fast as possible for the long straight. So, brake late and deep and try to get a straight line out. It doesn't matter if you're slow in, as long as you straighten out the car and get on the power as early as possible to maximise the long straight. The second type is like the flick, which is fast in and fast out. The key is to get all your braking done well in advance so you can be back on the accelerator before you even turn in. So brake, then back to a balanced 50% throttle as you turn left, then right, then full power as you pass the apex. The third type is the connecting corner, like Piff Paff. Here it's all about setting up for the next corner. So, brake late, turn in left, go wide, then get on the power and take the right hander in a straight line. So we got in the car and I set some benchmark laps. So yes, we've just gone out and done my initial benchmark laps, so we're going to have a quick chat and see how we found it. So I actually managed to do a 3:20, which is 2 seconds faster than I've ever done before. Anyway, is that just your presence?
Must be our little chat we had before you even got near the track, I think. Pre-race briefing.
What's your comment then on my ability?
Yeah, initial comments, your lines are good. It's going to be probably more about, I can already say, I think it's more about braking and power application. Yeah.
Okay. And bravery.
Bravery will come when you sort the other two, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to be too brave, I don't think.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
James's second tip is how to set tyre pressures correctly. You always want the tyres at the manufacturer's recommendation. And for my car, it's 35 psi all round. After my initial laps, the pressures had risen to 40 psi. So we let 5 out to bring them back down. Obviously, the tyres will cool down when not out on track, so you'll need a lap or so to warm them up when you go back out. James's third tip is to look ahead. Sounds obvious, but I was concentrating too much on the apex when cornering, and by looking ahead at the exit cone when you turn, it allows you to judge the speed better and take the corner faster.
So, looking at apex, way before turning, if possible. So when you're in the braking zone, look at the apex,
Right.
not the turn point. So turn point's there, now look at apex.
I can't see
look at it. Look for it though.
Oh, okay.
Then you're going to feel the car move when you're looking further away. You'll actually have a reference point visually as to what the car's doing. If you're looking quite close to you, you won't know what the car's doing.
So brake point.
Brake point, try 3 now. Down to third and just really gentle turning and off the brakes. Look around the corner. Now look for the exit. Look for the exit. Look for the
Full
exit.
power.
So I'm just trying to work on your vision first.
Okay.
Look over.
You're
Exit.
right.
Exit. So always look where you want to go. Look for the brake reference, which is the pit lane.
Yep.
Now don't look ahead. Look at your apex. Keep looking at your apex. It doesn't feel natural initially because it looks like you want to look further ahead of you straight, but
Right.
try to get used to looking across if you need to.
Okay. So that was my first session after your tuition. Do you want to announce my time? Am I any faster? Do you know the time?
I don't at the moment,
well.
no. Shall we reveal it?
It's actually 1 minute 16.
That's almost a 4-second
That's
improvement.
4 seconds quicker.
You must be happy with...
I'm ecstatic because that's an enormous amount of time, and I didn't even feel like I was really pushing that hard. It's because you gave me the the techniques to address those 3 corners where you lose the most amount of time.
Yeah.
And you told me the techniques of addressing those 3, which are different.
Yep.
It just gives you the ability to I don't know, be faster.
You found yourself calmer when you're looking further ahead now as well?
Yeah, looking as far ahead down the track towards after the apex.
Good stuff.
Is there anything you want me to bear in mind? Go out again and try those 3 corners again. Is there anything you want me to bear in mind for those?
Yeah, I think just be careful on trailing the brakes, just and really smooth on corner entry, and just keep looking really far ahead like we discussed. And I think the time will come, it'll keep tumbling down, and touch later on the brakes now. We'll start taking small chunks each time, little bites as it were, each lap, so we don't surprise ourselves and overwhelm ourselves or the car. And we'll just keep building and building now each lap, I think.
Great. Let's do it. James's 4th tip is how to brake correctly. I was braking too early, lifting off, then braking again. What you want to do is pick a point before the corner, then brake and apply a firm but gradual force to the pedal to stop you. Brake once and brake firmly. We've had our last session. It's the end of the day, so this is the final summary. Overall, how do you think I did during the day? The improvements and things like that?
It was good. You respond to instruction really well.
Thank you.
Calm to begin with always helps, and you were, and most importantly, you listened, and that's really the main thing. Get a coach and listen.
That's right.
And you did, so that was really good.
So previously, I had done a 3:22 by myself, and today, what was my fastest then?
Today you got, drum roll, a 3:10 lap.
Oh,
bang on, 3:10. Yeah.
That's 12 seconds then.
12 seconds is
I'm really happy with that.
quite significant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think you're obviously a lot more comfortable in the car, a bit more confident, I would say.
Yeah,
Happier.
It feels like now I have the techniques to get better at every corner.
Yeah.
Just a bit of practice.
Kind of got the tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing the classroom session at the beginning, explaining the theory behind the 3 different types of corner, really helped.
Yeah.
3 things then. Would you suggest me to go away for further track days and improve, or just
Oh, it's a tough one. Which 3 do I pick?
There shouldn't be any more than 3. What is that?
No, in all fairness, you improved massively, and I think the biggest improvements I saw were on braking as well as confidence, which helps. But braking generally was massively improved, but that doesn't mean it was all done. So I would still list braking as something that you should focus on. You're braking much later now with really good pressure. It was quite small pressure and then increasing towards the corner. Now it's quite firm brake pressure at the beginning, which is really good. But I would still focus on that, especially braking a bit later. But also, second thing to focus is still braking related, which is lifting off the brakes.
Lifting off the brake
much more gently, coming
okay.
off the pedal, and that's to stop the front of the car popping up. For
Got you.
anyone that might wonder why does it matter. That's right. So
better,
that when we
okay.
go to turn the car, the front is basically completely done with the braking. We don't want to overload it and have too much weight on the front when we go to turn. So that's still braking related. I know that's sort of 2 braking ones.
2 different techniques.
And then there's obviously one particular corner as well, which is a high-speed flick-flack, I believe they call it here in Bedford.
The Widowmaker.
Yeah, and I know that was it's a challenging corner for everyone.
Yeah.
It's a high-speed corner basically, isn't it? It's nose down change, very little brake.
120 mile an hour.
Yeah, very little brake. Tip it in very gently. So obviously the trick with that is still getting things earlier and really braking related as well.
Yeah.
So,
but no, I think
really
I was getting that towards the end. I feel like now I have the technique for that one. It's just going to be practice. But before I was just scared of it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Now you're starting to say,
I'm not scared of it. I can actually, I know what I have to do. I just have to get better at doing it.
That's right. It's just that sort of seat time, as we'd call it. Repetition, more seat time, and being really calm under braking and really trying to take more speed in, but in small chunks. So you never get overwhelmed and have a big spin or a moment. You just kind of build it up slowly each lap, and you'll be good. So I think that'd be the third thing.
So is there anything you want to promote about yourself to my audience, or?
Yeah, I think from my side, if you guys basically like what you see, and same for yourself, Neil, just get in touch. Facebook page James Heffernan Racing's obviously.
I'll put a link in the description box.
Thanks very much.
No problem.
And Instagram, that type of social media, get in touch, direct message on
your Instagram on that, as well.
Yep, and if anyone wants instruction, etc., obviously,
just get in touch.
Available. Yep, get in touch. More of a personalised thing. It's not an off-the-shelf. It's custom for everyone. Whatever they want to do, it's always slightly different for everyone. Some people are quite serious track drivers, or even gearing themselves up for racing. And that's more where my sort of passion lies, more than anything else. That's close to racing, that somebody is feeling like they're going towards. I feel like I'm more able to help, having been in that position myself.
Oh, great. I mean, from my point of view, it's been an absolute pleasure today. I thought maybe it might be a bit stressful, a bit difficult, but you've made it so easy to improve, and I really appreciate that. So
no problem.
Just thank you for
Glad to have
helping
helped.
me out. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, Dill. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
Thanks.